అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ముందుగా వనితా టీవీ ప్రేక్షకులందరికీ అంతర్జాతీయ మహిళా దినోత్సవ శుభాకాంక్షలు. ఈరోజు విమెన్స్ డే సందర్భంగా ఈ రోజుకు ఒక పరిపూర్ణతను తీసుకురావడానికి మనందరం ఒక లెజెండరీ పర్సనాలిటీని కలుసుకోబోతున్నాం. ఆవిడే ఇన్ఫోసిస్ నారాయణమూర్తి గారి సతీమణి పద్మశ్రీ సుధామూర్తి గారు.
సుధా నారాయణమూర్తి ఈ ప్రపంచానికి పరిచయం అవసరం లేని పేరు. విద్యావేత్తగా, ఉపాధ్యాయురాలిగా, సామాజికవేత్తగా, కాల్పనిక రచయితగా, నటిగా, ఉద్యోగిగా, ఒక్కటేమిటి అన్ని రంగాల్లోనూ బలమైన ముద్రను వేసిన బహుముఖ ప్రజ్ఞాశాలి. మహిళా సాధికారతకు నిలువెత్తు నిదర్శనం సుధా నారాయణమూర్తి. పరిమళానికి పవనం వాహిక అయితే ఇన్ఫోసిస్కు సుధా నారాయణమూర్తిలు ప్రాణవాహికలు. ఆమె లేకుంటే ఇన్ఫోసిస్ అనే కార్పొరేట్ దిగ్గజం ప్రపంచానికి తెలిసేది కాదు. మన సంపదంతా మనది కాదు, మనం కేవలం తాత్కాలికపరమైన సంరక్షకులం మాత్రమే. నలుగురితో పంచుకుంటేనే దాని విలువ పెరుగుతుంది అన్న వ్యక్తిత్వమే ఆమెను ఆకాశమంత ఎత్తున నిలబెట్టింది. ఆకాశంలో సగం కాదు, ఆకాశమంతా మనదే. పంజరాలు నిండిన ఆకాశంలో మిగిలిన ఆకాశం కూడా పంజరంలా కనిపిస్తుంటుంది. అందుకే పంజరం నుంచి ఆకాశానికి స్వేచ్ఛగా విహరించమంటున్న సుధామూర్తిని మహిళా దినోత్సవం వేళ కలుసుకోవడం నిజంగా మన అదృష్టం.
వెల్కమ్ టు వనితా టీవీ.
I always love flowers. First of all viewers, namaskaram. Vikshakalu namaskaram, correct? I do understand Telugu because my father was a doctor in Ballari way back, 50 years back, okay? So Telugu was spoken there, and more than that I like Telugu movies, a lot. But I can't speak maybe because I'm not in Hyderabad. If you put me in Hyderabad for 3 months, I think I will be able to speak Telugu.
Yeah, so how did it happen? So first time you're software engineer, you were not accepted, and after that how did that happen, and ela poradaru meer dani kosam?
Okay, it was in 1974, okay, not now, it is almost 42 years back. I wanted to do my PhD in computer science. I applied abroad, I got seat, and I wanted to go. And one day I was coming from my class in Indian Institute of Science in Bangalore, and there I saw, an advertisement, campus interview, that young, energetic, bright engineers are needed for telco. Telco is now Tata Motors.
Yeah, now it's changed.
And they gave the specification what they want. Small lines, women engineers need not apply. It was like, cigarette smoking is injurious to health. At the bottom in a small line it came. So I was young, I was energetic, I was very well qualified. I was the only girl in the class who did engineering. And I said, why a woman should not apply? That's something wrong. I came back thinking about it. Then I took a postcard. I wrote in that, Tatas are always ahead of time. May it be any field in our country, and you have always ahead of time. It was Tata Salt, Tata Chemicals, Tata Locomotives, and you are always thinking ahead of any other company. And such company writes, a woman student need not apply. Is it not a disgrace? To be a woman is something wrong. And if I am not qualified, you don't have to. When I am qualified, like any other man, without giving a chance, how can you say need not apply? It is something I cannot understand. Tata, House of Tatas, you have written such advertisement. I posted it and I forgot about it. I get a telegram, please attend the interview at Pune. At our expense, a first class fare is paid. I went and sat there. I realized they won't give me a job because they are already biased against me. I felt it. So there were many people. I sat there and they asked me all technical questions. I answered all of them. I was a very confident girl because I knew my subject very well. And then he said, when you are in a marriageable age, when you get married, you will go away. So what training we give it to you will be a waste. I said, sir, there are boys. When you give them training, there is a 300 rupees hike, they will leave your company and go. At least I will not do that. He was really impressed by my answer and he said, okay, we'll get back to you and we'll let you know. I realized that they can give me a job by that time. So I went to home and I told my father, you know, what I did. I went to Pune, I had my interview, I answered like this, they got a letter, a whole story. I thought my father will appreciate his daughter's boldness. He scolded me. He scolded, you don't have brain, you have proven. I said, why? How can you write a person like JRD in a postcard? Why can't you write in a cover, enclosed cover? There is some manners to address big people. You can't treat him like your classmate writing in a postcard. Second, he said, do you think you will be able to get it? Of course they will give me a job. I have done everything.
What a confidence.
I was always confident. You know, by and large, I feel the real bhushana for a woman is not her dress, not her flower, not her jewelry, it is the confidence. That is, confidence is the real bhushana for a woman. And that confidence gives you a different beauty. And I believe in it. And I want to tell all viewers, don't lose your confidence. It will not come with your makeup. It will not come with your beauty. It will come within you and you have to develop that. With beauty it looks nice. With education it looks nice. But basic thing is your confidence. And that bhushana, Keyurana Vibhushayanti Purusham Harana Chandrojvala, it says, it is not what you wear, it is not the flowers, it is not the dress. The Subhashita says, Vak Bhushanam Bhushanam, that means a good talk. You know, it's meant for men, but I don't believe it is meant for everyone. It is your confidence on your face, in your heart, that makes you very beautiful and you can lead a good life in that. Okay. So I was very confident telling like all this happened. My father told me, you are going to take up this job. I said, no, I'm not going to take up the job. I wanted to tell them, look, women are as good as men. That was my motto to go to the interview. I never wanted a job because I wanted to go abroad and do my PhD. I set my goal. And my father said, then why did you write to them? Women are equal to men. I said, I believe in it. He said, when you ask for a gender difference is not correct, then it's your duty to take up a job. Otherwise, you need not write to them. You should keep quiet. They have their own policies, they have asked, and they would have chosen. And you have talked so high, women are equal to men, etc. When it comes in real life, you are not taking it up. You are running away to US.
Yes.
Is it right?
Exactly.
Morally, are you right? You think over it. You are wrong. When otherwise, you should have just kept quiet. When you have questioned the authority, your responsibility. And in those days, we used to really listen to elders and their experiences in life.
Yes.
It took 2-3 days. With a heavy heart, I tore my admission letter and accepted this job. But I really am grateful to God. It was one of the greatest decisions I made, I think, in life. I learned the basic philanthropy there. I met Narayana Murthy in my work. We started Infosys. Then came foundation. And with that help, I could do so much in real life than settling abroad. I feel this was the greatest opportunity which God gave me. My father woke me up and then I could help my own country people. So I always am thankful to God and to my father and to Telco. The first is God, then to Tata and then to my father, in that order. My husband says I am more loyal to Tata than Infosys. Than Infosys.
Okay. Than Infosys, okay.
Than Infosys company. I said yes. They gave me an opportunity to understand what it is to work in an industry. The money I saved from that industry became your seed money. They told me the basic philanthropy that taught me what I am today. I am ever grateful to them.
సో దట్ ఈస్ హౌ సుధామూర్తి గారు అలా ఎంటర్ అయ్యారు. ఇన్ఫోసిస్కి ఒక చిన్న సీడ్ వేశారు. విత్తనం నాటిన తర్వాత ఈరోజు ఆ విత్తనం మహావృక్షంగా ఎదిగి ఇంతమంది ఉద్యోగులకు ఉపాధి కల్పిస్తూ ఇన్ఫోసిస్ ఫౌండేషన్ చైర్పర్సన్ అయ్యారు. మ్యామ్, విచ్ ఇస్ యువర్ ఫేవరెట్ ఫుడ్?
In Andhra, in Karnataka, in Maharashtra, Gujarat, you tell me.
సరే, ఇప్పుడు మంది ఆంధ్ర ప్లీజ్ కాబట్టి వనితా టీవీ వాళ్ళ ప్రేక్షకుల కోసం విచ్ ఇస్ యువర్ ఫేవరెట్ ఫుడ్ ఇన్ ఆంధ్ర?
Andhra.
Telugu food and
yes, of course. I love Telugu food. All chutneys I like.
All chutneys.
Putna chutney, tomato, ginger, alla, and many things you make.
Okay.
Then
So
I like
you like spice more.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I like sweet also.
Sweet also. Okay.
You have seen me, no? I put on weight because I love sweets.
Ma'am, you are only a sweet person. Right? Especially if you
sweet
don't
you
require
make-
any sweet.
Any sweet you make, I like sweet. But I like
Okay.
pulusu. That is with the dal. Then I like your majjiga pulusu.
Majjiga pulusu.
Then
Okay.
your pacha pulusu not that much, but okay.
Okay.
Then I like your dosa with the upma in that inside.
Okay. And what is your daily routine, ma'am? From morning to evening, what do you do generally?
No, I'm very busy, extremely busy. All weekends I travel
Okay.
because I don't want to lose my working days. So all weekends I travel.
Okay.
And morning I get up, I'm not good in kitchen actually. I want to confess that. My mother and mother-in-law were with me for a long time, and they used to always, they were looking after the kitchen. Only 3 years, 4 years back, both of them died within a month.
Ma'am, the moment when you joined the telco company, and how did you plan your life, and did you plan something to be in this particular situation?
Not at all.
No, there is
No,
no plan.
I always believe in God. Whatever He has given, I have to accept it and excel in that. Excel in that. Let it be as a mother, let it be as a wife, let it be as a daughter-in-law, let it be as a daughter, let it be as Narayana Murthy's wife, let it be as a chairperson of Infosys Foundation, let it be as a friend. Okay, whatever situation God has given me, I have always enjoyed,
You have to do.
thanked God and excelled in that. So my schedule in Bangalore is, I get up in the morning, I will have small breakfast, I run to my office. It's the next door only. Then I work up to 12:30. When my mother-in-law and mother were alive, I used to come and have lunch with them.
Okay.
Old people like company,
Yes.
I used to have lunch with them.
They don't find people around them.
So always come back at lunch. However, I will never take a business lunch. Always with the family.
With the family.
Particularly with old people. My mother-in-law and my mother used to have lunch. Then I'll go back to office, work up to 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, depending on my work, and come back home. After I come back home, I normally either walk in the morning, walk in the evening. Either I walk in the morning for an hour or walk in the evening, depending on my timetable availability of my time. But I feel women should go out every day and breathe fresh air. I believe in that. Whether it's in office or at home, we have to do. I will never see a movie on TV. I love to see in a theatre. That effect is so beautiful. Like see Bahubali at home.
Wow.
You will never
How
feel.
many times you have seen Bahubali?
Bahubali twice, but Magadira thrice.
Okay, రెండు రాజమౌళి గారి సినిమాలే చూసారు actually.
Because they are really good.
What kind of movies do you like? Generally, what
I
kind of
like
movies?
something historical. I like.
Historical.
See, when I was very young, maybe 8 or 10 years, but still used to see N.T. Ramarau's movies.
Oh,
And then for me, whenever they will say Rama, I always think of N.T. Ramarao.
N.T. Ramarao.
I don't know how Rama was there 5,000 years back, but for me it was N.T. Ramarao. And then I remember the first movie was Madhumati I saw. Second movie was Vivaha Bhojanamidu. What is that?
Maya Bazar.
That was in Kannada. And I enjoyed Vivaha Bhojanavidu, Vichitra Bhakshagalivu, Veerarige Avutanavidu, Maduveya Sambramavidu. Aha, aha, aha. Very nice one. ಆಹಾರ ಹಪ್ಪಳಗಳು ಹುಳಿಯೋರೆ ಉಪ್ಪಿಟ್ಟುಗಳು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಬೇಕು.
okay. Ma'am, did you learn some dance or a music when you were in the childhood?
I'm very because I was brought up in a village.
Okay.
We did not have any of such facilities. I believe in fine arts, music, dance, writing, all are interconnected. But I learnt of art of writing.
Writing. Okay. What about your mother?
My mother was a school teacher, a very bright school teacher,
Okay.
very intelligent,
Okay.
and through her only I learned the art of writing, and very disciplined, very simple, and she was a great inspiration. My father's mother was very bold. She used to ride a horse.
If we ask you the same question, who is your inspiration? Whom name you?
Actually, I don't take anyone as inspiration as such, God has given us this life. We should go on improving. Okay? So that is the only way I kept. Different time, different people, but in general, I keep myself as my standard and go on improving.
Okay.
That makes me strong actually.
సో ఇప్పుడు సుధామూర్తి గారు నేను కలిసి ఇంకో డిఫరెంట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ జర్నీ చేస్తాము మ్యామ్. సో ఇంతవరకు సుధామూర్తి గారి ప్రస్థానం ఎలా స్టార్ట్ అయింది, అలాగే ఆవిడకి ఇష్టమైన ఫుడ్ ఏంటి, అబౌట్ హర్ ఫ్యామిలీ, చాలా విషయాలు మాట్లాడుకున్నాం కదా. నౌ ఇంక్లూడింగ్ మూవీస్ గురించి కూడా మాట్లాడుకున్నాము. నౌ లెట్ us టాక్ సంథింగ్ అబౌట్ ఉమెన్ డిస్క్రిమినేషన్ అండ్ ఆల్ దీస్. ఎందుకంటే ఈరోజు వనితా టీవీలో ఉన్నాము, ఉమెన్స్ డే కాబట్టి. మేడం, ఇప్పటికి కూడా మీరు ఉమెన్ డిస్క్రిమినేషన్ ఉంది అని అనుకుంటున్నారా?
To certain level it is there, but it has changed a lot.
Okay.
See, we should remember, any social change requires long time. It is not computer. Computer, whatever happens in one day, one press a button, next day it can change. But any social change requires time. When in 1968 I joined engineering, I was the only girl in the university. Same university, when I go back, there are 40% girls are in engineering. Now, olden days, there are very few women used to work. Today 50%, most of them work. Okay, there is a change, but in certain areas women's life is not great. I say there is a change, but particularly rural area, I feel there is not much. And more than that, women have to change their thinking. That what I will tell. It is not that man has to give us a freedom. No, we don't. Freedom is our right. We require to understand that. Many people say, okay, I'm very happy with the good jewelry, good earning of my husband.
Okay, and this is enough for my life.
Enough for my life. Why should I struggle? It is not that you have to earn money or you have not to earn money. That is your decision.
But ma'am, many say because the woman is working, the wife and husband relation is not so pure like in the olden days. Woman was at home and he used to come, she used to cook and serve him nicely, and now she is not there at home when he comes from the office. Like many say that, ma'am, how do you deny this or do you accept this?
No, I will tell you there are two things. Olden days, women used to be dependent on men economically, so they have to listen to him. Today they are economically free. But please remember, women also, when they are economically free, they need not behave like it's not my duty because I am earning as much as you are, so I will not do these things.
Okay.
It is a combination of both only makes life. For example, we should not deny woman only can become a mother. Whatever man earns or whatever he achieves, he can't. So it is a complementary of each other that makes a family. It is not only economically. And men also have to change now to understand what his mother used to do, his wife cannot do. Because poor one, she comes to a place like Infosys, travels, goes back. So it is more understanding is required in family today than my parents' time. I feel that way.
Ma'am, మీరు ఇంత పెద్ద ఆర్గనైజేషన్ కి యు ఆర్ ద చైర్పర్సన్ ఫర్ ఇన్ఫోసిస్ ఫౌండేషన్, అండ్ హౌ కెన్ యూ బి సో సింపుల్, మ్యామ్?
What is great about a human being? We think we are great. No, we are really not great. Suppose you think you are very rich. Bill Gates is richer than me. Suppose you think you are very beautiful. Aishwarya is more beautiful than you. You think you are very powerful. No, there is nothing like that. We ourselves think we are very, very great. There is nothing great in anybody's life. You have to do your duty, enjoy it, and as long as you live, help others, you also be happy. And money is important, but money cannot buy many things, which I realize. My mother-in-law and my mother, both of them died in front of me. With all the money, with all the connection, you could not save them. So money makes you comfortable, but to be happy, you should be simple.
So ma'am, coming to Infosys Foundation, now what are the present services and what are the present activities going on in the foundation, ma'am?
We are building toilets.
Okay.
We are building dharmashala for the hospitals. Then we are very busy in giving water tankers and distributing waters in South Maharashtra and North Karnataka because the drought is very, very bad.
Okay.
Every year we have one natural calamity like that. Then we are doing midday meal. Then robotic surgery, we got a machine to learn for doctors. So we have a lot of work. Minimum 150 to 170 projects we do in a year.
In a year. Okay. So వీటన్నిటికీ కర్త కర్మ క్రియ ఇస్ సుధామూర్తి గారు.
I have a good staff. But I like my job. I said, people say we require holidays. I said I don't require because every day is a holiday for me. I love my job. Every day is a holiday. Why I should take holiday? Tell me.
ఓకే, చాలా మంచి పాయింట్ యాక్చువల్లీ. అంటే ఇఫ్ యూ లవ్ యువర్
Is it not true when you love your job?
Yes, exactly,
Then there is
ma'am.
no tension.
yes, టెన్షన్ ఉన్నప్పుడు లీవ్ కావాలి.
Yeah.
If there is no tension, you don't like require a leave. If you love your job, there is no tension. You are loving something. అంత మంచి మాట యాక్చువల్లీ ఇది. ఇట్స్ వెరీ వెరీ నైస్ థింగ్, మ్యామ్. మ్యామ్ వి స్పోక్ అబౌట్ మెనీ థింగ్స్, బట్ ఇంతవరకు నారాయణమూర్తి గారి గురించి మనకు అసలు టాపిక్ రాలే. చూసారా అంటే అసలు నారాయణమూర్తి గారికి అలాగే సుధామూర్తి గారికి అసలు మ్యారేజ్ ఎలా జరిగింది. అఫ్ కోర్స్ అది కూడా మరి టాటానే, ఇన్ఫోసిస్ సీడ్ టాటా, అక్కడ లవ్ కి సీడ్ కూడా టాటా. ఆల్ ది సీడ్స్ ఆర్ ఫ్రమ్ ద బేస్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ టాటా ఓన్లీ. సో హౌ డిడ్ దట్ హ్యాపెన్ మ్యామ్? అంటే లవ్ స్టోరీ చాలా చిన్నగా జస్ట్ అలా.
Murthy is from Karnataka and he was in Pune. And I was also in Pune working for Tata's, and you know, he had a friend. His name was Prasanna. He used to bring books every day to office. We used to travel together. So once I saw his book, N.R. Narayana Murthy, Peshawar. N.R. Narayana Murthy, Paris. N.R. Narayana Murthy, Tehran. I asked him, this N.R. Narayana Murthy, the international bus conductor or what? It looks like that. Murthy hitchhiked from Paris to Mysore on a backpack in 1972 or something like that. And he has a habit of buying books everywhere. Even now he has. And he said, let us meet one day. And I thought this Narayana Murthy has travelled Peshawar and all these Paris must be something, a real fashionable person. I end up there and he opened the door and I saw some college student. He said, this is Narayana Murthy. He is very shy and I said, this is a college student. He said, no, he is N.R. Narayana Murthy. Then you know, both of us used to speak Kannada, and that's the way how we came to know each other. And Mr. Murthy was very particular that, you know, he wants to do the following things. And he said, I will not take up a job. I want to be on my own. And he wanted to start an orphanage. So many things. My father said, when I told later when Murthy and I decided to marry, my father said, this fellow does not have a job. And so my father interviewed him. And Murthy said, no, I want to start an orphanage. My father said, first of all, his father was not there. He has two sisters to be married. So, lot of responsibility. He comes from a very middle class family. His father was a school teacher. My father said he should have, I mean, like any other father, he should have a job first. And marry his sisters off. Then you think of orphanage and etc. But Murthy said, no, this is my plan. Then he remained unemployed for some time, starting something small things and all. Then I said, no, it doesn't matter. Between two of us, one has to work. It's okay, I will work. Let him be like this. He will read a good books and sit down at home. I got married to Murthy when he was not working.
Like what type of confidence you had on Murthy garu?
I felt, maybe that is my way of, entire life I looked life like that. What do I expect from my husband? Is it money? No, because I was earning good money and more than Murthy. What do I expect from a husband? Who should be very intelligent to have a conversation, okay? Who should read a lot like me, and who should not have bad habits. No drinking, no smoking, I mean, in our family, you know, and no non-vegetarian, we are vegetarian Brahmins. So I said, this should not be there. And doesn't matter, he doesn't have money. It doesn't matter. You know, we will not buy a house, or maybe one single bedroom I can buy with my salary, or maybe 2 bedroom. I used to tell Murthy, if I have a 2-bedroom apartment and 1 scooter, I don't expect anything in life. Because today, many times your expectations are very high and both people may not be able to meet that. My expectation in life was very, very minimal. If I have a 2-bedroom apartment, not even an independent house, and a scooter, and I will work. So my father said, I really appreciate your guts, that without anything, we got married in 800 rupees. We said, let us live simple, we don't have much money, in our salary we should manage, and 400 rupees each we paid. We got married at home, and money never mattered. Actually, money never mattered in our marriage. And later Murthy took up a job with Padma computers, and he worked for 5-6 years, 4 years I suppose. Then he met all his colleagues who were trainees there, and my daughter Lakshita was born at that time, and then he started Infosys.
And now what kind of support you give to Murthy garu?
I always believe behind every successful woman there is a very understanding man. I believe this. Because
and the vice versa is also right now. That the vice versa is generally told many times.
No, I tell him behind every successful man. I said, why behind? Along with the successful man, there is a woman. There is a woman along with him, not behind. Okay. Because see, no day Murthy garu is coming today. I am not here. Any day he comes at home, I may be there, may not be there. He, you know, I'm not a great cook. Whatever I cook, you know, he never even said once in our 38 years of marriage, you are not cooked well. You know, my children say, but my husband never says. He says, with all these efforts, with all her work, she has cooked. We should appreciate her. And he always buys books for me, even now. The day I met him, up to this day, he has always bought books for me, never a sari or a jewelry, because he knows I value it. And he never questions me, why do I spend so much money on philanthropy, even my personal philanthropy. He never ever said even once to me that you spend crores of rupees, you know, on a building. Recently I built a school on my mother's memory, and it costed 12 crore. Not even once he said, why so much? He said, no, that's your wish, please do. It's a great cause.
And he is so much like a friend.
Yeah, he's like I always say, as a friend Murthy, I agree, but as a wife, I don't agree.
ప్రెసెంట్ డే ఉమెన్ ఎలా ఉండాలని సుధామూర్తి గారు కోరుకుంటున్నారు?
Every woman should feel that she is capable, and she is capable. And don't waste time. Whether you are rich or poor, you have limited time. Use every minute for improving yourself, understanding of your family, loving, because woman is the one who binds everybody in the family. As a mother, as a wife, as a sister, as a daughter-in-law, as sister-in-law. In that she has many roles. She is the binding force for all these relationships. Let us not spoil that. Don't listen to bad things and spoil. Don't make it poisonous. Make it happily as much as possible. And if it is not working, then don't make it poisonous. Then leave it there only. And improve yourself. Become a role model to your children. Children do not become role model looking at somebody. Parents are role model. And I want to tell especially the viewers of Vanitha TV this message. Your state is great. Your state is great in many ways. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, for us, together is one state, and they are both great. You have a lot of historical sites here. Let it be Warangal, and yesterday I spent a time in Anupu, Nagarjuna Konda, then you know, Visakhapatnam, the caves of Visakhapatnam. There are many other religiously also. You have so many Narsimha Kshetra. Balaji, Venkatramana is with you people. Raghunath Swami Mata is with you people. You are very blessed people. All great gods, religious people are in your state. And also great historical monuments are there. You should go and see, be proud. Your ancestors, maybe Vishnu Kundi, maybe Satavahanas, maybe Ikshwakus, maybe Kakatiyas, and maybe Qutub Shahis. You know, they have built great things in your state. Be proud, see them, teach your children the history of your own state, and people from other states come and see.
Okay.
And you should make it in a great way. This is my earnest request for all the viewers. Namaskaram. The real bhushana for a woman is not her dress, not her flower, not her jewelry, is the confidence. I love Telugu food. All chutneys I like.
What about the Telugu movies, ma'am?
Bahubali twice, but Magadira thrice. My husband said I am more loyal to Tata's than Infosys. I always believe behind every successful woman there is a very understanding man.